Witamy serdecznie, dajcie znać, czy nas słychać.
Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. Let us know if you can hear us. Hello. Yeah, we gave you a minute to get connected because some of you, especially the ladies, might enjoy all sorts of dinners. So, gentlemen, don't get impatient, even if you're in the middle of a dinner and the ladies turned on the Zoom to spend an hour with us. I'm sure if you are during your dinner and bon appetit to you, it's a special moment. We are aware of it. But there is a reason why this webinar is on such a day. It is my pleasure to start this meeting with two beautiful ladies. We'll hear about them soon. It's just a technical issue. Make sure that you choose at the bottom right corner in the globe. You choose the right language, the language you want to have this webinar in: Polish, Slovak, Russian, or English. And Poles, you please choose Polish, because Ivanka will speak her language, so she will be interpreted. So Poles, please choose the Polish language. So you guys basically choose the language you want to participate in. On the 8th of March, International Women's Day, I would like to wish to all of you, on behalf of the founders and the representatives of the male group, all the best wishes to the ladies, and would like to thank you for being, because you are the sense of the operations for many men, and all the things that we do them. So the ladies that we create our area, whether it's private or professional, so they're as fulfilled as we are. Without you, ladies, this business wouldn't be what it is today, because the value you bring into your life with your intelligence, your creativity, your ideas, and very often that you have this woman's touch, it's priceless. And we also see it from the perspective of the company. When we have brainstorming sessions with our employees, we have many fantastic women who very often, through this woman's eyes, they show us a different perspective that we could even notice us as men. So to each and everyone, the Dual Life members, the guests who are here, wherever you are in the world, thank you for being here and for just being. And as I have said, this webinar is for you to talk a little bit about the function of a woman, why you are in the network marketing, why women have this fantastic opportunity that in the 21st century, at various stages of history, we know what the story in this humankind has been. So they can be financially free, so they can spend time with the fantastic people, whatever they want to do, with whomever you want to do. And we have such people with us today, two fantastic ladies, Ivanka Kiczkolejova, National Director of the Dual Life Slovakia, and Monika Banaś, International Director of Dual Life Club Poland. I'd like to welcome you. As the post that we see, they say, I got information that like, Charlie's Angels there in the poster. I am absolutely thrilled that I can spend some time with you and share this approach of one of the co-founders, why women are so fantastic in this business, and listen to you and get inspired and inspire others to join Dual Life and change your life, because regardless of your age, your country, experience, background, your education, each and every one of you can change your life 180 degrees. At Dual Life, we have plenty of stories of those who have changed their life. So I'd like to start with that. So you girls can tell us about your journey to Dual Life, to the spot where you are now, because it's not that you entered Dual Life and you suddenly became the directors and people in those positions, but I know its stories, but those who are here in the Zoom meeting, they would like to know as well, because nobody is born a director. Nobody is born a person with the knowledge, experience, and expertise or education they have. It happens throughout time. So I would like to ask Monica. Monica, what's it like? What's it been like for you? First of all, hello, everybody. I'd like to welcome you, especially ladies, because it's our day today. And best wishes to all of you. So the 8th of March is every day. So Women's Day is every day. Yes, yes, definitely every day. So we can celebrate our independence, our femininity, so we can fulfill our dreams 365 days a year, not just on the 8th of March. So these are my best wishes for you, ladies, from the bottom of my heart. Coming back to what Bartek asked about, I come from the traditional business. I run my own business for 19 years, and I was looking for an idea just to run myself, because running my business, especially in the production sector, is not easy. It's a very challenging sector. Like with any traditional business, there are lots of difficulties of running it, and you are not really a free person. So I was looking for, an idea. And your life was the best idea that could ever emerge, with ready know-how, best products, everything I could actually expect. Personal development that they offer here also took me to the moment where I am right now. Of course, I'll talk about it later, but the entire package that Dual Life offers of opportunities that we can develop, whether it's professional and private life, they help us to achieve those goals that we want to achieve. And Dual Life made me join in 2015. It's been, some time ago. So
To tobie w ogóle.
I just set off. You can't tell. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm here with you guys, because you've got, great offer. In 2015, it's gonna be 8 years in October. It's been the most beautiful time of growing geolife development. I'm so happy I could observe that in my path since 2015. It's at a slower pace, but it was developing back then. Everybody's got their own time. There's nothing like a speed. Everybody develops at their own speed. They, get promoted at, within their own rhythm, at their own pace. So getting the right competence and expand them and keep learning new things. They help you achieve that. So we get what we are ready for. And I think that would been happening for me. Exactly. I'll get back to it, because looking through the history of women and the success of people and club members, there is something that you must be ready ready for where you want to be. You know, take that lesson, pay the price, and the price is your time that you spend on learning. Sometimes it's your ego that doesn't let you achieve some things, because we've got some experience or traditional network marketing with whatever success, and in order to understand that here the ways of marketing and find your place in the organization to succeed, this is the fact that every person has got their own story. You two have different perspectives, how you started at your life, at what pace you were promoted, and what you did in this business. Ivanka, what was it like for you when you started, and why your life? Of course, congrats, but tell us your story, girl.
Pozdravujem a na úvod by som chcela takúto pomyselnú ružičku venovať. Ja ju tu mám.
Thank you very much. This is the rose I would like to give to you. So I received the rose like that to all the ladies that celebrate this International Women's Day. It is my pleasure and honor to stand before you in this great company of Monica and Bartek, to all of you who are here. And I see it's over 500 people. It's a great honor that I can just talk to you, that many people, you know, from many countries wrote to me that they will be watching me. And you can't even imagine what you did by inviting me to this webinar, because when I saw this subject and the day when the webinar would take place, so my gosh, on the 19th of March, Monica said that she's been at July since 2015, and on the 19th, it's going to be my 6 years with Life. It's going to be my Life celebration. So this is great symbol that I can participate in this webinar. I don't want to talk about the things that are ahead of us, but my darling, in this business, for me, it starts at a very important period of time, at a very important stage of my life. Later on, I'm going to tell you more. Now I'll tell you one more thing. I see here the subject that the role of women in MLM, and well, to me, Life is, they appeared at my life, in my life, when I didn't know what to do, which way to go. And my relationship with a man was about to end, and it had been a long-term relationship. So there were some health problems. So to me, this webinar is very emotional, and you will probably be able to see it too. So I've seen my own perspective, just like Bartek said, you can't accelerate anything. You must be ready to become a leader. So today, this webinar, I understood it, why certain things had to happen in the past, just the way they happened. And right now, best regards as Mario, who's my interpreter. And I hope I'm not too fast, but this has, my road to Dual Life looked exactly like that.
Okay.
On my part, great, it's a great symbol of, this great symbol of is today, a woman, a lady. I'm a woman who just tripped, who just fell to the bottom of the life, and the change into the direction was very important for me. When I saw the subject of this webinar, dear Monica, dear Bartek, then I remember this moment when this breakthrough happened in me. I'll tell you about it later, but now I'm happy. And hello, everybody. And please know that you are at the right moment, at the right time in your life, with the right people.
Słuchajcie, ale jak to było? Dlaczego wybrałeś akurat biznes sieciowy? No bo Monika, wiemy, była w biznesie.
Why did you choose the network marketing, MLM? Why didn't you continue the traditional business, but why did you change to MLM? There are lots of paradigms of thinking for those who haven't been involved in MLM, and neither in soft marketing. This is our invention, yes. So, but what was it like that this model, this business, just was convincing to you? I hadn't known that business model before. I knew that there were companies like this, but I didn't know the rules of functioning. When I found out, I said it's nearly impossible that it works, that you have a ready-made business, a private franchise, so to say, without any investment, because your own investment is actually no investment at all. This is taking care of your health, actually. So the marketing plan of Duo Life, but also the fact that we have this development plan. This is important to me. What's more, I love people. Since 2015, I have made so many friends abroad that for all those years that I've been living, I hadn't had friends abroad. And this is all, this is all just at once. It's just enough to come to TFT and to meet those people. What's more, there's no financial ceiling, there's no limit. It's all up to our work commitment. We can flexibly adjust our actions to our needs, to our situation in a given moment. This was a comprehensive business for me. And remember, there's no boss above you, right? So uh, you need to have this determination, of course, to work, yes, according to your own rhythm, which is not easy. Remember, yes, of course, if you're a bit of a lazy bones, yeah, it can be difficult to achieve your objectives. But as I said, it's a complete business. When I was moving from the traditional business that I was doing before, I knew how involving it was. Here in soft marketing, Duo Life gave everything to me and it's ready made, prepared for me. You just need to share the information with others. That's what it is about. Help them develop, help them improve their health, their finance. So it's a kind of magic, so to say. And what in the traditional business, the scale of risks of operation is completely different. When you have your own business, you are the last one in your payroll list. Yes. If there's something left, it's your profit. If you don't have anything less, you need to add from your own pocket. Here you have the compensation plan, and no matter what your sex, your gender is, this is important. The remuneration is the same. Uh, I have the experience, and I'm sure you as well, that often women complain that they have been earning less, being at the same position. Uh, so they have been earning less than men. This is not fair. In dual life, from the point of view of our company, we treat equally the same men and women. We don't treat them through the perspective of their gender. If someone allows to be treated like this, if someone feels that they are in a company where they are treated like this, then you deserve, remember, to be rewarded, remunerated even better than guys. Remember, in many cases, yes. You're the last one about the payroll and about the holiday. Remember about that. When I was running my own business, I remember it was not easy. And what was important to me then, I was in my, let's say, round age. Yes, it was 18, of course. I was just about 18. Um, at the age I wasn't so fit for corporation. I had my own business. This wouldn't have been a good choice. With my own business, I didn't have an idea for improving it. Yes, so in soft marketing, no matter how old you are, how old a woman is, you can start acting at any age, of course, above 18. Yes, there is no limit for age. This can be for ladies that want to be active when they retire. This can be women who are middle aged. So this is fantastic. Yes, exactly. Ivanka. And what about you? We know that you have your nice story of modeling in your life. Well, I'm not surprised, but something happened that you decided to go for MLM, that you decided to give up on your professional modeling career. Why?
Ďakujem ti, Bartek. Vieš čo? Ono to celé
Thank you
bolo
very
tak, že v
much,
podstate
Bartek,
digitalný
for this
marketing sa viac menej
question.
stále vracal do toho
Well,
života. A
the
aj
network
okolo
marketing
možno
kept
viac menej
returning to
mojich
my life.
známych
And
a
even
osobností,
though at a
coachov,
certain
pretože moje
stage I
tie
didn't even
prehľadky
want to
boli
hear
viac
about
predovšetkým v
this,
voľbách sieťového marketingu,
perhaps
samozrejme
there are a
nebol to
lot of
Duo Life a nebol to
marketers
soft
that have
marketing,
already
ale
been
mala
involved
som
in
tu absolútne
MLM. For
prvú
sure, it
skúsenosť,
was
nepriaznivú
not
skúsenosť, ale
dual
bola to
life,
viac
it was
menej len
not
taký
soft
jeden deň,
marketing.
kedy
Perhaps
v
those were
podstate
people
ja
with
si stále
not the best experience. I was one of those persons. I realized that Monica comes from this traditional corporate life. My story is a bit different. People might not know. Okay, I am a former model, but in my secondary school, I was a waitress in a bar, so I have had also this kind of experience. And in university, I worked full time. Then I worked in corporation. I was a dancer, a model. I was a freelance artist without a fixed salary. I had to count my money all the time to distribute it over time. And today, when I look at this, when I was at the very bottom and when I lost my job in modeling, perhaps many people know my story, but let me repeat for those who are here for the first time. It's interesting to me that no matter what demanding situation I was in, be it health situation or my life situation that I had been experiencing, the this business model was the only thing I could do. So mm, no matter how better it was in my life for my health, I was healthier. I had more energy. Basically, I speeded up until I reached this final decision to this breakthrough. And this happened at TFT event. It was a different name then now it is TFT. And in that event, I had this breakthrough, this groundbreaking moment. I understood that here we have 500 people in this webinar. So let me tell you, no matter where you are, what business you do, you can do soft marketing anywhere and anytime. The Slovak network is well known for having women in majority. Of course, Peter Pavelka and others, they are the men, of course, but there are more women. I started with soft marketing at a time where I couldn't do anything else. So people answer my question: is this business possible? Yes, for me, yes. I started with this business
Dokładnie. Ja się nie dziwię, że Peter tam
in the most difficult time for me, and I can see that it worked. So as you can see, it works. There are women around me. Yes, that's how it is. So that's why it's good to come to TFT. Gentlemen, if you're here in this Zoom, there will be lots of women. So you will be there in a fantastic time and place.
bo oczywiście my ewoluowaliśmy przez lata.
Ivanka said, we had different events over time. What's still in operation? It's business development webinar. This is like a starting point, you know, just more than just peeping through the keyhole in the door. What our business is, what our products are about, what our business model is about, and how it works, how we reach for the summit. But Today for Tomorrow was born after the pandemic as a new blow, a new stimulus for celebrating the success of Duo Life. So this is what happens twice a year, this event. So the 1st and 2nd of April, it's not the April Fool Day, remember, it's the 1st and the 2nd of April. This will be again a groundbreaking event. We will show you really surprising things, many of them that will be a preludium for the next birthday, 10th birthday event in September. We can celebrate the success of people who now in April will be starting this business. So perhaps visitors even. We said that if someone takes a decision, it's such a supportive environment and is persistent um, and consistent as many people who succeeded there, then they will make it. Even though if you have a small baby, perhaps you're in a corporation, you've been dismissed, you have parted with your partner, And there is no accident, remember, in life. Sometimes people think that something happened accidentally. The fact that you are here is not an accident. Perhaps you were not supposed to be here, but you are. So it's good to ask yourself a question, why things happen. Some of the things you can deduct over time. Beata, when she was ill, she treated it as a complete disaster. She couldn't work where she wanted. But if it hadn't happened, she wouldn't be financially free today. A free woman who is financially independent on any man. She drives cars, not only one, that a lot of guys can only dream of. And you can do it. Each of you deserves to have your independence. You have your identity. You can build your story, your financial career, your passive income. The word safety is of key importance here. Even if you're a specialist, a dentist, for example, or a lawyer, well, you are doing your job being self-employed, a sole trader. Show me a dentist who can operate or work where they have, for example, broken arms, yes, or hands. Even though you are a specialist, when you have a problem, let's look at a model with a broken leg, for example. She will not be able to walk, yes. So she would have to be dependent on a man financially, which is not a dream for you for sure, but she can be independent. And in the business with a supportive environment, community, it can turn out that for some reason the person may not have time to get involved more, but the business is growing.
This is the whole machine that operates and makes the business grow. This gives you the comfort and the security of belonging, of self-fulfillment. As Abraham Maslow said in the needs pyramid, dual life guarantees that, and the transcendence which we pass on from generation to generation. Nobody's going to take that history of us, and nobody's going to change it. So we've got this great 10 years behind us, lots of lessons learned, lots of experiences, and a lot of internal fire and the drive and the need, what we want to do next, always with the human at the center, willingness to help people so they become a better version of themselves, so they can take care of their health with the best products on the market, so they can develop in the best environment, so they can earn great money. And these are the features of dual life. So now I would like to ask you about your perspective. I'm going to ask with Monica, why do you think that dual life business is tailor-made for women, and how you can use it? Because we probably have plenty of women in this meeting. So yeah, I'm going to start with Margaret Thatcher's words. She said, if you want something to be said, say it to a man. If you want something done, say it to a woman. And I believe so, that marketing, dual life marketing is perfectly tailored, like, perfect tailor, like, best suit when it comes to opportunities for women. Most women, most of all, we on a daily basis, we use network marketing. We're quite often not aware of it. A message for those who are here for the first time, because we offer great products to various service business. We do it for free, and now we can be rewarded for the best products on the market and the best opportunities on the market. Well, this business is perfect for women for many reasons, and one of the key reasons is that some women who have kids, I have some women on my team, they don't want to leave the kids, but they also want to develop. And this is perfect for all those wonderful moms, because they can work whenever they want and not leave the kids behind, and be at the most important moment for themselves and the kids. So this flexibility at work, deciding on your own, especially with internet and virtual presenter present, where we have ready tools where you can just, get using them. So mom gets fulfills the dreams, and she doesn't feel that she's, leaving something important behind, meaning her family. So this is a perfect connection here. It's a perfect blend. We have the best competence for this business because we build this business emotionally on very empathic values. We build teams, we help them achieve their goals because our emotional aspects, reach very high. And this is very important because we build this business on values, on emotions, on combining and joining and building great teams. And apart from that, all women have fantastic managerial skills. We manage everything at home, right?
Bez żadnej głowy zakupów.
Absolutnie.
Yes, definitely. Women do that. So these are the sort of innate features that we have. And there's one more important thing. Let me mention it again. Women want to develop and they want to keep learning and expand their competences, whether it's professional or to be used in their private life. So, and they also seeking that. And, apart from the fact that there was this period of the pandemic when we were all locked in lockdown, those people, ladies, young moms who stay home with their kids, they need this community. So you can just get detached, meet in Zoom, talk, learn something new, and additionally have, as you have said, have their independent income. So this is just a completely perfectly tailored business for women. Great. And when it comes to kids, we are proud of the fact because we have World Health Living Foundation and the social campaign awareness benefits. So we have the education from very early on, kids and the parents who bring up their kids. So we can give them the chance, opportunity, which we didn't have, several decades ago. There was no awareness, there was no access to the amount of materials, audiobooks, books, guidebooks. And now with any little thing that you need, you can get lots of information on it. You just need to be able to filter through it because Google will always say something, but will they tell you the truth? So the business of recommendation of the people we trust is the basis, because if I trust somebody and somebody trusts me and I recommend something to them, they know that I wouldn't recommend something I'm not convinced about. Regardless of the money, I've got one face, and if I were to recommend something to somebody, just to earn money, so being aware of the energy system in the world, I know I'd pay, 10 times more for that. So if you have come across, and you definitely have, some people who assured you that they don't mean money, but really their body language showed them, the body language showed that they have a different intention. So actually, that's what happened with July. Whether we doing business with each other or on each other, and we always want to do it with each other. And the people who want to do it with us, they need to feel that we do it together. Naturally, we make sure that this business develops dynamically in a safe way too. So we need to involve strategic thinking, how to secure the interest of your life and of each of you in the world, because we enter new markets, because we're growing. So there are new risk areas which we need to analyze, and we keep observing them. So this evolves. So here I would like to emphasize that each of you, regardless of the experience, regardless of your thinking paradigms, and how you got to where you are now, with what you think of yourself, everybody has got like a hidden talent and this super opportunity to change regardless of your age, as Monica said. And very often I'm surprised when you have a comparison of a man who's not experienced and who's got no serious knowledge, but he feels like more self-confident than a woman with fantastic knowledge, who's modest, and she doesn't show it off. But she lacks this self-confidence, so she needs this environment to tell her, yeah, of course you can do it. Don't look at, don't mind others. Just because you were little, somebody told you something that you grew into this shy person and who assumes that business is for somebody else, and you need to stick within the classical scenarios when the man earns money, woman stays home and she doesn't want to go out. No, it doesn't have to be like that, because it's a matter of choice. Anything can be changed, and those success stories show you that it is doable. Women who had small kids, they showed you that it's doable. Women who had like family members who were ill, they showed you it's doable. They just pulled their socks up, and very, very often they have their husband or a partner that they, take them in the cars and they drive them around. So those who used to be against you when they saw women go to some event and she comes back excited, now she's gonna change the world and make it better. Very often for men, it's not very comfortable when he sees a woman who never used to go out and suddenly she, gets dressed nicely. She wants to look nice. She, goes to meet people. She comes back from a TFT meeting, a TFT event, and then, it seems like she's flying. So men don't always like it. We have fantastic family business stories of partners who would join in. And it will be independent. Very often we had a woman join in, and then after some time, her, opposing husband would just join and he just absolutely fall in love with it, or the other way around. There was like a man, was the duo club member. The wife, didn't really like that, and with time, she became a dual life member, and she absolutely loves it. So it's great if your partner supports this business, which doesn't mean that if they don't support it, it doesn't mean it has to be the sort of brake unless you allow them to. It's like, if you were driving and somebody hits your brake. No. If you decide, because somebody might pull the handbrake, but if you feel you have the potential, but you give in and let somebody pull the brake, these are the chances and opportunities that we're talking about it. But your faith is in your own hands. So if you see that somebody tries to pull your brake, try and cut through all those things that hold you back. We have only one life. Of course, you can believe in reincarnation, but try and use it, because each of you is priceless, and try and live your life knowing that you did something for yourself, for your family, because here it's a hereditary business. So if you work and you have a certain position, so this account will make sure that it works as long as possible if somebody's not here, because nobody knows, we don't know the day and the hour. So there is a place where you can look after your spot and your future. I'm super happy that so many people trusted us. And this makes us going, really, that, being aware that we can keep tuning up this business wherever we are, we can improve it. How many women are there in your business? Because we know that Ivanka has already said it, because Slovakia and Czech Republic is really special, because you attract fantastic people. But statistically, tell us what it's like, Ivanka.
Tak, ako som povedala, na Slovensku sú to teda kobiety, ako
Well,
sa povie.
as I have said, in Slovakia, they are women who rule. They are women who are proponents of this project, this business, but I must say there are also fantastic men on my team, and that makes me so happy, because I like the balance, equality, and Bartek emphasizes the role of women, but I'd like to emphasize your role, or Tomek Zabava's role, because You can't even imagine what it's like for me, how important for me as a woman it is, this feeling of safety and security when I can count on you, Bartek, on you, Tomek, because for a woman to feel safe in this business, whether you like it or not, today is a Women's Day, but we also need you in our life. We need you too. It's just dual life. We all need each other, and that's how this world is created, and this is perfect. And let me tell you, when we have difficult moments, when we have those situations, all I need to do is look at Tomek, Zabava and Bartosz, and then I think, okay, there are men here, there is wisdom in them. I know where I can draw my support. I have my Yudmilka Harashova, my sponsor here, who's, I'd like to say hello to her. Yes, on my team, mostly, there are women mostly, but I believe there's going to be 50-50, there's going to be a balance, and we are going to bring as many Slovak gentlemen or from different countries. As Monica said, we have a virtual presenter, we have tools which exceed, which cross the languages and boundaries, as well as time boundaries and borders too. So we can go into the world. As we see, this is a multi-language webinar. It is interpreted in many languages, so we can tell here that you don't need to be able to speak all the languages to build your own business abroad. And let me tell you one more thing, because we spoke here about women who have kids. Exactly. I have on my team many women who have small kids, and they started the business just there. And Bartek said we can look after our family members. And now I have this experience because my dad has had his second operation at home. We have a 97-year-old grandma who also uses dual life products. And trust me, had I not been involved in soft mask we're doing, were I not involved in it, I wouldn't be able to take my dad to the doctor, have long-term care. If I weren't for this in this business, I could not plan this business and this work. And here is this level of our procrastination, because when you manage your time, you plan your time, and it depends on us to what extent we're going to be lazy or to what extent we're going to be active. I've been with Dual Life for 6 years, and when I understood this moment when I started and when I had health problems, first of all, Dual Life took care of me, and today I am aware of it. I didn't know it back then. I didn't know back then that I was at the center of attention. Me, thanks to Dual Life, I could take care of my health. And I'm not talking about my wallet at all. This year, I bought my apartment with a swimming pool. It had been my dream. Bartek said, one day gonna be a president. And I said, when I become a president, I would never get married because all men will be afraid of me because I'll be so rich at marketing. It is not just showing off. Since over those 6 years, I drove Mercedes, and my family used the product, and I meet my dreams, and I bought my apartment with a pool. This is true. You see me live, and I have one more health experience because 2 weeks ago I took a medical examination, and you know what the conclusion from my doctor was?
Dear Ivanka, you have an exemplary model results. Continue your lifestyle, your existing lifestyle. That's great. Bravo, applause. I remember this discussion where we were at a managerial trip in Turkey. We were talking to Ivanka. We were laughing then, but this is a threat to each of you. You can be independent, healthy, you can earn a lot of money, and the threat is that you can you will have everything that a man can impress you with. So this is a threat actually for men. Yes, this is just jokes. Yes, so um, um, I'm sure that you will be able to find yourself here in your dreams, plans, in your careers. Everyone deserves what's best. I deeply believe that. Monica, what about you in your structure? The men versus women. There's majority of women, but I'm very happy, as I mentioned earlier, there is no age boundaries that you could have somewhere else. So in dual life, there are no age boundaries, and I learn a lot really from ladies. There is the wisdom of mature ladies. There are young moms. So this is beautiful. You can learn from all of them. You can build relationships. You can we share the knowledge. We learn from each other. We help one another. The support. So this is absolutely unique. Not to mention the traditional business. It's never there. It was never there. But in dual life, the human being in the center, uh, us, what Ivanka beautifully put, we need to be taken care of. We women, even though we are strong, independent, all the women in dual life, they know what they want, they strive for their objectives, they want to achieve their goals, but let's say a brave knight, yes. So dual life is our brave knight that we can rely on. We have four knights actually. So this is something wonderful. There's no other company like that with four knights leading it. So this is beautiful. There's more women in my team, and I'm very happy. Of course, I agree with Ivanka. Men, please join us. Yes. So I think that with this advertisement, that it would be great if some guy joined in and had so many women around. This webinar is dedicated to the women power. Every of you has it. Every woman, it's the inner power. So there are places where you can charge up your battery. You can plan something. You can premeditate something, and it's up to you how long it will take you to achieve your objective. So this event, this for charging your batteries and so on, is Dual Life TFT. So if you're not registered yet, and if you don't know perhaps why to go there, perhaps you have some opinions, perhaps you have some strange associations. Well, I would like to encourage you to experience as the first-hand experience this event. No one who has been there has ever said that this is a waste of time or money. The guarantee of satisfaction is quite simple. You meet fantastic people. You learn why this community has so much power. People mix with each other. They really share energy. Perhaps you are in a rush all the time. Perhaps you're taking care of the kids. Perhaps you've been devoting a lot of time and help to be where you are. Perhaps your kids are small. Perhaps you're planning kids. It doesn't matter. But this is the place. TFT is the place where we can see that how people evolve, the conclusions they reach over those 2 days. Then they radiate. You can feel this from them. And I would like to ask you, from the perspective of the persons, as I remember, you haven't missed any single event, have you? So this is a precious lesson, and this is a pattern, an example to follow. So with Tomasz Zabawa, with president of Duo Life Club, we were talking with him, and he virtually never missed a single event. Someone might think, well, he doesn't have to, right? He's making so much money. He could stay in the comfort zone, but each conscious leader understands that this business is developing from an event to an event, and if people come and feel the energy, the power of duo life, They will see the scale of the event, the international scale. You can invite anyone from a corporation from anywhere without any complexes because the quality that is there, and I guarantee that it's of the top quality. So, um, why you are here or why you are watching this material? Well, you need to dedicate for yourself those 2 days to be at TFT. Sorry, people are like notes, like musical notes, not um, when they meet together, they are not sometimes perfect. Yes, sometimes the melody is not 100%, but the energy is wonderful. I haven't missed a single event. I remember LDS events, BDS events with 150 people, and we were crying of happiness. We were so happy. Now, in the Zoom meetings, there are more people, internal meetings, there are more people. We appreciate that. So, this, of course, yes. To me, TFT, Today for Tomorrow, is an event. Is When you're thinking about your business, about your development, you must be there. I don't use the word must very often, but this is the energy, the knowledge, the whole atmosphere that is there. You need to feel it, to have it in your heart. You can't describe it in words. Uh, you can tell someone well about a concert. Okay, you can, but you will never feel it. Just like with those notes, with those musical notes. I always come back full of so much wonderful energy that I regret that this event is only twice a year. It's a huge event. And people who join my team, well, there is a moment when I say that I invite warmly there because I'm not able to say it in words. You need to come, you need to feel it, experience that, and just don't believe my words. Just come and see. And over those 8 years, and Bartek said, today for tomorrow, it's quite a recent, yes, name. Before it was business development seminars. Uh, However, on those over those 8 years, I haven't had a single person who would say that they didn't like it or had mixed feelings. No, everyone is just amazed. This is our battery to move forward. And I would like to thank the company for organizing that event. It's at the top world global class level. I'm happy to participate it. And I always take care of filling up all the seats in the car of my team members. You just need to be there. It's hard to describe in words. All those events since 2015 are there in my heart, and I'm very impatient to wait for the next ones. Yes, great. And after those 2 days, of course, there's a party on the first day, and on the second day, everyone's tired by very positively. But you could go to any party, but remember that you are going to a strange city, to a strange club. You will never have that much fun. Um, and in duo life party, everyone automatically likes each other, respects each other, is of interest. Yes, people are interested in each other. So to us as co-founders, this is important that when we meet, and it's growing from an event to an event. In the coming event, that there will be this scale. That the event is for 4,000 people, right? So this is an international organization, but we visualize those events for a dozen or so, or several dozen thousand people. As Monica said, we started with a couple of people, 10 or 20 people, and every year we were happy that it was growing. Now we know what's waiting for you, what's prepared. I cannot tell you now, of course, what's prepared, but we can't even wait. We look forward to the September event. This will be something big. So, Ivanka, what would you say to people with weak faith? What would you tell them to persuade them? Perhaps they say, oh, well, it's better to sit at home or in my garden. Why would it be good to devote the time and to come to
Priatelia, ja vám chcem
TFT?
povedať len toľko, že aj ja som
I'd
bola
like
tak
to
mesiac
tell you, my
strašne
dear
tým
friend,
najväčším,
that I
ako keby, že čo
was
môže
there
spôsobiť to
as
rozhodnutie na
when
100%,
Bartek
idem,
asked
dávam
this
si podľa
question, what
kalendára
could make
a
you
konečne
take
stále
the
ešte raz
full
som sa to
100%
rozhodnutie
decision?
opýtala
Yes,
sa
I'm
celého toho,
going.
že
I'm
áno,
putting it
pôjdem
in
do
my calendar.
ambulancie
So
a
if you're not
100%
sure, if you're
bolesť bola po 2
hesitant now,
mesiaci.
perhaps you're
Mala
thinking,
som to tak
oh, I'll
často
go
vo
next
výsledku,
time.
keď vlastne
Believe me,
ešte
I
vôbec som
used
trošku
to think the
nechápala
same way.
diagnózu
That
alebo
was my
nevedela som
position
úplne
in the
presne,
beginning
čo
when I
je
didn't fully
potrebné. A
understand
poviem vám na
this.
rovinu, že ja som
I wasn't
povedala, že toto
ensured
pacienta
in
si
this
niekedy
that
dávno
much.
volal
And let
LDS.
me put it
Ako sa vám
directly, as
najlepšie
Monica
dozum
said,
povedal,
in the
že
past it
práve
was
na tomto
LDS.
podujatí
But
sa
when I
Ondrian
said in the
stal
beginning
tou
of this Zoom
prvou.
meeting, it was
Ja som
at
to
that
povedala,
LDS
povedala som
that I
seniorke,
had
že
this
viete, vedu
breakthrough,
školu
this
500
huge
metrov,
change. I was a senior
krásny dom,
manager.
plné kvetmi,
In the
všetci
front, there are
pripravili na
directors'
svoje meno
tables with
a ja,
those
že Pane
beautiful
Bože, že
Dual
kto
Life
tu bude,
bottles,
sestra, že kto
flowers.
tu bude.
There are
A
their
pozerám
name
sa na
cards on
stoličku
the
za mnou
tables.
a
And I
všetci na
said
mňa
to
pozerajú, že
myself,
chodil
when
proste tiež
I'm
za mnou.
going to get
Hej, že
there.
vlastne
And
som
I
nečakala
realized
vôbec
that I was
nič
going to that
presne
event
som to brala tak, že OK,
myself only. I was
ale
not
že
taking
keď
my
nejdem,
team
ja
there.
som nemala takú
I
tú
thought to myself,
pevnosť
this
toho
is my
líderstva. A priatelia,
priority.
pamätám si,
I'm
že keď
going,
vlastne
I'm
som
not going. I didn't
sedela
have
tam,
this
že a tí
confidence
chalani, keď
in
som sa
me.
rozhodla,
And
naozaj
when I was
hovorím,
sitting
za
there
najlepšiu
and
partnerku
as the
všetkých,
senior
rozhodla som
manager,
sama za seba.
and
To
when my
rozhodnutie
personal
také
relationship ended,
života
and
najlepšie, že
when I
urobím,
stayed
že
there
toto ja
alone,
idem proste
and when
teraz
I took a
naplno tomu
decision
veriť.
as a
Mám
woman,
čas
and
všetci
when I
nemajú.
said, okay, I'm
A
in 100%,
ja
I
som
will
vlastne
be
v
taking
marci
care of that. I will
2022
devote my
dostala tú
time, my
riaditeľskú
energy
pozíciu a
there.
už potom na to, potom prišiel
And I
COVID
was a
a viete čo?
director in
COVID
March
prišiel a
next
2
year.
roky som
Then there
nemohla
was
ísť na
COVID
toto podujatie,
and
keď
there
sa
was the
COVID bolo
pandemic, and
ľúto,
for
lebo
2 days
strašne
I
fajn,
couldn't
že tá
go to that
reprezentantka
event. You
a
know
vždy som
how
sedela pri tom
sorry I
stole so
felt.
svojím menom.
I said to myself,
Takže
I'd like
dnes
to
už
be
to
there. I'd
neviem.
like
A
to
viete
sit
ako?
there at the
Že ja som
table
sa
with
zase
my
pozerám
name card
skôr do
there. And
kalendára,
this is
aký je
the
ten
top of the top
perfect moment pre
priority
mňa
now for
najlepší
me.
kalendár, lebo ja milujem
I
označovať
look
si
into my
kalendári. Ale
calendar
TFT is today for tomorrow.
before
V
checking
tom
my
momente,
birthday.
keď
Yes,
som
I
sa
love
zamerala
celebrating
na toto
birthday, but
podujatie,
TFT
10
must be there.
ľudí, 10
And
ľudí,
I
naozaj
took
sme napakovali
really
tie
tens of
hodiny, že
people I
sme
have
zobrali
taken with
všetky tie
me.
ženy, všetky
We
tie zo svojich proste
packed our
vzťahov a
Mercedes
najúžasnejšie
cars,
to
we
je
took
potom,
our
ako tam
women,
napíšu
and
ten
we
svoj
went there
old
together.
message
And
TFT,
the women
rozpráva
that
pre
are
našu
registered
dušu,
right in the chat
pôjde pre našu
who is going
peňaženku,
to TFT. This is the
také
healing
podujatie
for our soul,
telefonického
the
typu a posledný
fuel for
zdravie,
our
stretnutie s
wallet, and
fantastickými
a
ľuďmi,
hug for our
vidieť tam
body and health.
vidieť tam
This is a
naštívenie
meeting
všetkých
with
ostatných
fantastic
lídrov,
people. You
podanie
can see
si
the
ruky
owner
na
there,
mene, vymenúť
everybody, the leaders, the
vedomosti.
co-founders.
Jednoducho,
You can meet
toto je
there,
na
you can
takej úrovni
exchange your
úžasné, že
energy, knowledge,
naozaj musím
information.
konkurovať
This is
žiadnemu,
really a
priatelia.
top
A ja som
level
rád, že
event.
TFT je pre mňa
Uh,
priorita. A keď
uh,
oznámili to
and
live na poslednom TFT, tak keď
TFT
som
is
videla
a
čísla
priority to
nasledujúce, tak
me.
sme všetci
And
ostali, že čo?
when
Kedy oznámia
will there
všetky?
be the next
Jednoducho, oni sa nemôžu
TFT?
dočkať.
The
Rodina,
date was
určite
announced. We said, come
neúčastníci
on,
na
we
TFT
can't
počas tej
wait
party,
for
tak
this to
všetci vlastne
happen.
boli party, ale
And it's a
uvidíte, že
great
všetci
party
ostatní,
to us
priatelia,
always.
my
And
ich
if the
odchádzame stretnúť.
party is your why, then I invite
My
you.
sme, proste, to je nesamovitá party, to je
And
nesamovitá hodnota.
this is a great party. It's a great event, fantastic lectures, people. And, you know, sometimes I have to invite people. And today, my entire team meets up automatically. We are happy, you know, from the moment we get there until the last moment. And we're happy about that so much. And last time I left later than Bartosz because I was taking pictures, you know, with my women, with my team. And that's something, because when you've not really divided, it is not all Fool's Day. I'd like to invite you to TFT because I'm going to be there with my team. You will be dancing, I know. because I've seen men who claimed who didn't like dancing and suddenly they started dancing. So girls can motivate people, to overcome the barriers. And there is a principle that you either find a way to do something or a reason not to do something. So for us, it's like why Dual Life is there, why we want to give opportunity to such companies, and second chance for millions of people over the world. Many people have already took up this opportunity. They have changed their lives, regardless of where they've been, regardless of their past experience, and regardless of their age. And when they did, the business evolved. But those who joined 10 years ago are here with us and they develop at various speed, and people who joined like last year or this year, so it happens that we develop a different pace. The most important thing in business, in success, as very often I participate in discussion panels on traditional business, they ask, how do you succeed? What can you do to succeed? The formula seems to be terribly easy because, well, since it's so easy, so most people think it's too easy to be possible and they don't do it. Because if everybody did it, there'll be all millionaires in the world. You just need to be persistent, focused, disciplined in our decision. If we have this strong belief of why we do it, and we just don't give up, we don't slow down, we tune in this business, so it's even better. So our trust and that we give to other people and the respect we give them and the fact that they can stay assured that it's business done with each other, not on each other, makes a huge difference between what is and will be in the market. The business of manipulation, all sorts of things that have been emerging and they will be emerging. These are the items that just drain your pockets. And there are businesses where human is not at the center, it's just money at the center. And those people who invented it, they earned money. And we are happy that together, jointly, lots of people who do business with us, they feel respected, or they earn, or they have fantastic atmosphere, or they are being recognized, or they can fulfill themselves. And they are becoming a better version of themselves before they joined your life with regard to their awareness, their personal development and financial condition, and this sense, this feeling that you are at the right spot. This is as if somebody got to a particular destination. You travel the world, you enter a place and something is not right, or you enter a place and you say, that's it, that's what I've been looking for, or you just admire some landscape and you feel some energy. Same with people. When you meet them, you either feel straight away, this good energy, or sometimes it can just, repel you from a particular person. So from this point, on behalf of entire organizational team of this great event marketing department, who has done a fantastic job, I know what's going to be happening over those 2 days. I invite you to give yourself yourselves opportunity. Nobody will do it for you. If you arrive and you decide that it's not the right moment and you want to stay in your own world and protect and defend what you've got and complain about it, that's fine. It's your life. If you want to keep complaining, do. If you want to change something, give yourself an opportunity. Check out what your life is, what opportunities it poses for you. You will meet new people who might become your friends. You will see new chances and opportunities which might benefit you financially. You will see with your very own eyes lots of testimonies of success from fleet program, hundreds of cars, to people who have done what they say. It's because it's not just, talking and not experiencing. You'll have plenty of people and who will have done what you will see on the stage, and they will tell you how you can buy a flat, an apartment with a pool, if that's your dream, or live anywhere in the world, because the pandemic made it possible that there are many people who moved out and they live all over the world in Dominican Republic or wherever have you. And that's where they run the business from, because the world has got used to the online business. So when they need to, they, go to the offline meetings, but that's how they function. So now there are no barriers, only the sky is the limit. And actually, very often it's our head, our mindset that blocks us. If you are here today and you're seeking solutions and ways of doing things because somebody used to decide for you and you're used to it and like it, you say, okay, it's okay to us. But if you change your mind and you come to this event, we would like to invite you to help you with this decision, because, there will be a promotion which is starting just now, and it lasts until tomorrow, until 8 p.m. And this is a ticket promotion. How many people you would like to take with you? So it's 45 euro and 179 zloty. It's not the amount which would cover such an event when it comes to organization, but we treat it as a tool for each and every one of you. So the more people arrive, you're just giving yourself a bigger opportunity for your business to grow. And even if somebody's already in the business today and it's not really working for them for some reason, and if they arrive to the event and they, charge up their batteries, they see the premieres, the modifications in business, which even help them spread up their wings even more, it might turn out that a person who's been in the same position for a long, long time and not being satisfied with it, they might set off like a, space rocket, because we go into the universe. This is our, keyword here. So like a spaceman who has to get ready, because if we wanted to get on a space rocket without any preparation and go out into the orbit, well, I'm afraid we might not survive this. So that's why we are getting ready, we're preparing, and hence the event, so we can start preparing and getting ready for the flight into the universe, because this whole year is like, 10 years anniversary and going into the space. From this spot right here, I'd like to invite you very warmly. Thank you very much, Monica, and thank you very much, Ivanka, for giving us, the opportunity to meet you and spending the time, because I know many people probably would like to spend this time with a glass of champagne and some dinner. You probably still have time to do that. So thank you, each and every one of you, the interpreters and the Dual Life staff who helped us with handling this event, and each and everyone who's at this webinar, who will watch those recordings in the partners links, because that's where they should be tomorrow. Take that opportunity, because it's like with lotto and lottery. Even if somebody gives you the 6 digits in lotto, first you need to go buy the ticket, provide those digits, and then go and check if you've won. If you've not won it, what if somebody gives you a formula to win it? If you don't go and don't give yourself the opportunity, there are two types of people: who believe and they see, or those who wants to see in order to believe. Who are you? Which group are you? I recommend that you go and see and then have your own opinion about your life, because very often people have their opinion, their beliefs, and that's all right, it's fine. We know what we know, and we know what we're doing. We know what, what class it is and why we're doing that, and that it is a good business which is very transparent and gives everybody the same opportunities. So each and every one of you, dear ladies, on this day and 364 days a year, deserves to be in the best spot and look after yourselves. The products will look after you if you use them. The business will look after you. We make sure that each and every person, regardless of their skin color, gender, wherever they live, they treated the dual life the same way. We go into new countries and everybody can just, feel home. I would like to welcome you very warmly with big hugs and cuddles. And this is the great thing about offline meetings. I know that we can all meet up and just feel this energy that we share. You can't explain with words. You just need to feel it. Don't deprive yourself of this opportunity, because like it's always like after 2 days, we always ask who would like to have more people with them, and everybody says, yeah, I wish I'd taken more people so they could experience. So you probably have friends and people people you would like to have happy lives, people you wish well for. So take them with you. You can have a dance there. You don't have many opportunities in a year to participate in such an event and have fun, not in such a community as Dual Life. And then the day after, you can have time to reflect upon it. So if you make the right decision, Dual Life is this very spot, the second opportunity. If not, then come to me and tell me why. Because I don't know, something might surprise me. But I hope that everybody's gonna be there and everybody's gonna be pleased. And the same when it comes to the hotel offer. The entire event team is in contact with all the hotels in the entire Silesian agglomeration. So you have a full list of hotels, addresses, numbers where you can call, register, because there's still some places in the hotels, because I've heard that I'd go to a hotel but they don't have free rooms in the hotel, because if the hotel is going to discourage you, that means you are not ready to change anything in your life, because such things are and just a test whether we deserve something. If it's tough, that means we need to work out more. And if you don't go up, if you go up, it makes you tired. So it takes up your energy, and very often twisting and turning. You just need to shake off the dust if you fall, draw conclusions, and keep going. But if that breaks us, if we fall and we decide it's not for us, this is a lesson about ourselves, because we keep doing what we started 10 years ago, and we will be fulfilling it persistence into further generations. So I encourage you. Thank you very much, girls. I would like to just give each and everyone a hug. So I'd like to say thank you very much for staying here with us. You know what to do. You know that you're gonna, I don't know if you're gonna be at TFT. I hope we have encouraged you in some way so you can change your plans and just be there. If not, that, all the best for you anyway, and see you whenever and wherever. Thank you very much. All the best to you. Thank you for your participation and the whole team for supporting us. Many thanks, and see you at TF2. Cheers. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye.